The AirAsia plane that crashed into the Java Sea on December 28 was under the control of its co-pilot when it went down, Indonesian investigators say. The flight data recorder, retrieved along with the cockpit voice recorder earlier this month, showed Frenchman Remi Plesel was at the controls. Officials said it was common practice for the co-pilot to take charge. The plane was carrying 162 people from Surabaya to Singapore when it crashed. So far, 73 bodies have been recovered. Mardjono Siswosuwarno, head investigator of Indonesia's National Transportation Safety Committee, NTSB, said the flight data recorder had provided a pretty clear picture of what happened in the flight's last moments. Capt Plesel was in charge from takeoff until the cockpit voice recording ends, he said, adding that this was common practice. Within limits. Investigators said the plane ascended sharply before dropping, rising from 32,000 feet, 9,750 m, to 37,400 feet within 30 seconds, then dipping back to 32,000 feet. The process took about 3 minutes. Mr. Mardjono said the plane was flying before the incident within the limits of its weight and balance envelope and that the flight crew all had correct licenses and medical certificates. A preliminary report has been submitted to the International Civil Aviation Organization, but has not been made public. The full report is likely to take about 7 months, said the committee's chief Tatang Kurniadi. Earlier this week, the military announced it was stopping attempts to retrieve the fuselage from the seabed. Authorities had believed earlier that most of the missing bodies were still in the wreckage but now believe it is empty and too fragile to move. The Civilian National Search and Rescue Agency said on Wednesday that it would continue search operations but their efforts could also end by next week if no more bodies are found. AirAsia announced on Thursday that a total of 73 bodies have been recovered from the sea. In the past 2 days, local fishermen found the remains of 3 bodies believed to be from the crashed airliner. BBC Indonesian reported that the remains were found some 1,000 kilometers from where the plane was last in contact.